You know, guys, I've been really lucky this year when it comes to the water system. Don't let me jinx it now, but what the heck, it's almost getting on October here, and I've not had to dig up one line leak here homesteading in the hood. And there's about a half a mile of irrigation lines that run around here, so the fact that I haven't had one go bust this year is fantastic. So let's talk about what's on the agenda today. I did manage to cut the grass, the high grass in the back, and get that under control. I try to avoid stepping on a cat here. Good old Tiger always knows when it's feeding time. But over here in the orchard, everything's gone great. I can't wait until those last couple pears mature and I can tuck into one of those babies because they're delicious. But with a watering system that has been working well, there's a downside to it too. Let's get into it today. What is the downside? What could possibly be the downside? Well, you grow a lot of stuff, and what we've managed to irrigate a lot. Oh, I hate to look at this. This whole fence area is going to have to be rebuilt over here. Cats have used it kind of as a highway to get through here now. But you can see I don't know what I got. Something here. Yeah, one of these is kind of, I don't know what the heck. I'm gonna have to put a nib on that, like a 2 gallon per hour nib to keep this craziness from going here. But let's have another look at these. Yeah, these are getting really nice color now. These you see over here. Yeah, the hard part for me is resisting grabbing one, but I want them to be really tasty, right? So be patient. My friend said when you lift it up sideways, if it snaps off, it's ready to go, but I'm not ready to lift it yet. Cactus is doing great, but like I said, with irrigation comes massive growth, which you can see here this year, which is good for the oranges, but I want to bring that down. I want them bushier than higher over here, and this looks like a sucker. Anything that looks unusual, yeah, look at this baby. Ow. That's definitely a sucker. That's coming from the rootstock down there somewhere, and that's going to have to be cut off as soon as I trace that baby down. But the worst part of it is over here. 2 months ago I cut this Ladybank's roses, and look at this. But I'm determined this time to get it cut and done so it just doesn't take over in springtime, just overrun the whole house. These are beautiful to have, Ladybank's roses. They give the neighbors a treat so that you don't have to look at a chain link fence here. But with that comes wild growth, and there are irrigation lines running up here that have outlets for each of these. I planted these in, I think, 2013. One of the first things I did after I got the fence installed, I thought, well, I want to get some privacy, and I don't want the neighbors to have to look at something ugly. So come springtime, this just turns into a wall of yellow with probably millions of little roses. I'm taking a look at the persimmons here in terms of harvest. We have, some are starting to get a little bit of color on them, but you got to wait till these are really orange. I think you can see up there, and we're going to figure out what to do. I let the neighbors harvest a lot of persimmons too. They really enjoy it. There's one that's kind of pretty orange. So let me get the ladder set up here. It's still a little cool this morning. It's supposed to, I'd rather do this now than next week when it's going to be in the low to mid 90s, believe it or not. So let me get on it. I don't think the dog appreciated my little dance routine there. I don't know. It's all shook up. But anyway, this is what I call the jungle back here. I'm going to top this a little bit too. I want to keep this very low and bushy. I guess we're going to have to contend with this dog all day. As you can see, my cactus back there. So let me get some power here. One good thing I did this summer, and man, these Valencias are tasty. I always tell you guys again, if you want to have one tree, one citrus tree, if it can grow in your area, let it be a Valencia. They hang the fruit all year long. The one good thing I did was adding this extra power. I don't know what we got here. Maybe a very, I don't know, I'm always concerned it's either cat pee. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a leak, but we're holding pressure real well, but I have an outlet for some extra power here, which is great. And there's our big water tank. I changed that out about 3 years ago with a new platform and pad, because the original one was rusty. Let me go get the power here and we'll get on our way. Tiger's the only cat. He's the black with brown. He's the only cat that doesn't flee when you say the word work around here. He's always very curious. Although he can't pull his weight, the moral support he gives on these kind of jobs is fantastic. Yep, there he is. There he is. There he goes, Supervisor Tiger. I don't know who's been digging in the cow manure. Who knows? So happy about that almond tree. I'm just going to ignore this over here, the tree of shame. Yeah, what a year. Alright, well, Tiger's on the job. That means I got to get on the job. Dog's going to drive me nuts today. Alright, here we go. Aim high, boys. Got this thing top cut here. It's amazing how cactus are real survivors, especially the ones that are kind of in the back. They grow so quickly to point themselves up above whatever's going on, and then you have baby ones here. But man, I've gone into these. I've backed my rear end into a few of these, and whoa, Merry Christmas. That'll give you a wake-up call. But I love them. I never want to get rid of them. They've been one of the few things that's original here on the Rancho. These nice, really nice cactus. They're survivors. Look at this kind of weird thing that's like the top got taken off, but it's still kind of growing. This is a good time to tell you guys, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe and hit that bell for all notification. There's always something good going on. Homesteading in the hood, crabbing, fishing, vintage audio, metal detecting demonstrations, cooking. Tonight we're making Cornish pasties, which is like a British style turnover with meat filling and vegetables. Should be delicious. Just to show you guys how vicious these suckers can get. Look at this one that I just pulled out of over here. This is not, the rootstock is a very barbaric rootstock, and then they graft the Meyer lemon tree on top of it. I guess because it's a much harder root system. But I don't know if you can see these spikies. Man, this is like really serious business here, these spikes. So these got to go because they drain a lot of energy and resources from the citrus trees. Whew, it is quite a lot to hornswoggle that out of there. Alright, back to the mission possible. Good way to stay in shape. Buy a Rancho. I'd like to comment, I got, last time I did this job, somebody's like, oh, you know, really hard work there on the Rancho, and well, you know, it has its moments, and yeah, it does have some hard work, and they're like, you should build yourself an in-ground like hot tub or something that you can soak in and just take it easy and enjoy. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, PG&E, our electric utility company, is already so outrageous. We've had our 4th increase in rates this year, and I thought to myself, yeah, I guess I should have afternoon beverage service here, and maybe tea and cookies in the lounge up here. You guys crack me up. See how it opens it up. I always marvel how landscaping, and particularly plants and things, opens up or defines a property. I mean, look at this mishmash up here I haven't even cut yet, and then look at this down here. You know, it makes a much better appearance, and it also helps. It's very difficult to get bushy on these particular ones. Plus there's other varieties of some type of plant growing in here. You can see this big thing got into the fence there. I'm apt to just let that go. It makes some extra security for the Rancho here. I'm also creating a burn pile. Cut it all up with the mower, and it helps bring up the level here. There's a little bit of a dip right here. I think when they built this roadway years ago, they pulled up some of the dirt from here for fill, because this was all open land here. But yeah, what a huge difference, huh? Can't wait to have some can't wait to have an orange for lunch today. Coming along. We still got to do the rake out and clean up. Some of you might ask, why don't you trim these other citrus? I like to wait until the citrus is harvested, and then we go in and do our thing. It's still hard to believe this year I'm actually going to have a decent amount of Palestine oranges here. And if you don't know what they are, they're the market orange of the Middle East, and they're a pretty rare variety to find. But I've had to really baby this tree for, I don't know, 10 years I've had it in. I don't know. It's been a supreme pain in the you know what. Then again, on the plus side, we're gonna have lemon meringue pies coming up. Woo! Fresh lemons. Are you excited? I am. Baking on the Rancho, another thing that we do. Okay, back to it. Enough BSing. Let's get back to work here. Okay, the rake out is pretty much complete. Now comes to your favorite part of the whole operation, the old shuck and grind here. You can see I got a heck of a grind pile. I'm sneezing too. Kicked up a lot of dust. I'm going to put my face mask on. We're going to get the mower. We're going to get going. We're going to give you guys a little bit of a time lapse and a little bit of a moment in Tennessee. Let's go. we're about ready to wrap it up and get to my favorite part of the day. Let's do a little celebrate here, but this looks nice when it's all cleaned and doesn't have all the overhang. Just makes me feel better when I see it. Is it a lot of work to take care of the Rancho? You bet it is. It's a lot of physical labor, but the upside of that is it helps keep you in good shape. Look at this, all ground down. This will just turn into soil, which is really nice. We got all this raked out, cleaned up here, which makes me super happy. All right. Time to celebrate. This is the big payoff. This is the best part of Rancho life. Homegrown tomatoes, oranges, juicy Valencia oranges from the orchard. Could you really have a healthier lunch? I don't think so. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for being along today. Let me take a bite of it. We're lucky here in Santa Rosa. We'll be enjoying tomatoes right through Thanksgiving, fortunately, and oranges all year round. But look, guys, in closing out, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Homesteading in the hood, kind of a rarity in America, but this is kind of a weird place here in Santa Rosa. But everything grows super well, and very tasty. In addition to that, metal detecting. Tonight we're going to be doing a demonstration cooking of Cornish pasties, which is a meat-filled sort of what would you call it, turnover, but very English style. So be a part of that. Also crabbing and fishing, getting more into that, unwinding, as well as metal detecting, vintage audio restoration, and showcase experiences. Love you to be a part of it, and please like and share if you enjoy what you see on the channel. Share it out, let people know on your Facebook and other social media. In the meantime, abundanza, everybody. Thanks for watching.